I'm cast adrift on a philosophical boundary of my own making, and I'm just going around in circles about how can I place the disc world satisfactorily that you can see why it is there on this boundary. So we're sold a model, spherical world, where we see us going around the sun and planets going around suns, spherical in space, in a void. It's proven that the sun goes around the Earth. The planets go around the sun, that's right. The sun goes around the Earth. And with our two-sphere plasma force around us, places us nicely at the center spherically. But you can see, in terms of a model, I'm constructing, I'm standing, looking at my model. I've got it wireframed. Yeah, so the model I've built has all these spheres wireframed to the center, but the wireframes stand for gravity. Yeah. If I was going to build a mechanical model of this system, because I can't do the gravity, because that comes from somewhere else, and I don't understand it. So I'm saying that there is that state B, spherical, maintenance, parasitic, cancerous, dimensionless. Yeah, so you get dimension cancer in human species surface level of consciousness when you run at parasitic maintenance, because you're extracting energy from each other. The consciousness just extracts energy from it. It stretches the consciousness of our own surface of consciousness within our trapped hemisphere, and we just parasitize energy off each other through work, and the system keeps us frightened, so we keep working. Yeah, so because we're working, we're actually adding energy to the consciousness, but it's only the negative half phase. Yeah. So the state A, right? So that's our world, hemisphere going this way, hemisphere of light going this way around the Earth. My model was this one, state A, where the ring tension does all the work, and we get to play and be creatures of God, not slaves. And so I've got to be able to sight that. In terms of my wireframe model, how do I sight that? On a surface of water. So take my disc, take a surface of water in a tank, and take the disc of the matter of the Earth, take the Earth as it is spherically, and bend it out from the South Pole, the North Pole at the center, and it will go to the center. We'll get our black rock again, which is at the center of the planet. Yeah, we'll push the center of the bending back where it should be by straightening the planet out as a disc of matter. And that's now our lily pad. Right? So the sphere is under the water. The lily pad has broken upon the surface of the water, and there's Earth. There is a firmament over the top of it, a cavitation, a bubble. Look at water, see how bubbles, half hemispheres wibble around on top of water. That's us. Yeah. And now you can see, build the model of the plasma sphere. So there's us with our firmament over the Earth. Go to the sun sphere, and there's another full sphere, but the dot point, there's a piece of matter appeared. So we place a piece of matter on the surface at the right distance away. Right? Piece of string, perhaps. Yeah, yeah, just the tiniest of threads that just holds the distance of the sun on this tiny spider silk. There you go, there's a model. So now we take a spider silk to the sun, and put the other planets now around the sun. So spider silks around the sun dot point. You've got this, and it's rest time. So the whole thing is now stationary, but you've set up, you can arrange now, starting from that model, we get bigger and bigger, make a bigger and bigger tank, and arrange all the spheres that we know exist out to the Oort cloud, out to the edge of to the heliopause. So we got the whole solar system constructed on this surface mill pond. And then all the spheres are now wibbling at different angles. Yeah, look at each one. You can see, which one is it? Is it Jupiter that does this? One of them's crazy angle like this. But they're all like this, going in different, and they're going in mainly anti-clockwise, but we can see Venus going clockwise as our break now, yeah? So now what I'm going to do, can you see this whole solar system assemblage floating on a surface? That surface, I'm going to take it away, and I'm going to leave the momentum of the twists that are arranged in this system. So at the center now of Earth, right? At the very center of Earth, I'm going to wind it up until it starts slipping. And as soon as I've wound it up, a piece of matter at the very center, and it starts slipping, the surface starts appearing and disappearing. It appears and disappears, appears and disappears. It's a sheet of ice. So the sheet of ice supports the mass, that's the piece of actual matter that exists on the surface boundary between the dilating surfaces, the Reynolds surfaces dilating in the infinite ocean. This surface that we're sliding on breaks from cold to hot. And so ice forms, ice breaks, ice forms, ice breaks. Ice forms, solid, ice breaks, motion. And so that the temperature pulse that we see in the cosmic microwave background positive is our negative pulse. We're getting colder because we're created from ice. A chip of ice is created from surface tension inverted under maximum event horizon black hole density. It creates its crystal seed. That crystal seed is compressed by the background density until it forgets. It's just forgotten. It can no longer, it's crossed the boundary, it can no longer return to being water. Right? Cannot invert itself. The ice chip, diamond, carbon hard, can no longer invert itself back to water. But it can through a series of transforms of elasticity now, because that's the seed, the grit in the pearl of the oyster, is the seed, the crystal seed that lies in the center of your heart. So this aggregate surface, a surface created from aggregate chips interlocking. They're chesterhedrons, but they're golden ratio chesterhedrons. I'll do the project on it, you'll see. And they're all placed together. They all sit together as an aggregate surface interlocked purely by the pressure of the surface tension itself. Choice towards positive. And so each of those chesterhedron chips of ice created from the inverted surface tension that's broken the boundary that cannot invert again finds its way back to the source through awareness. And so the power of the positive thought enables us to see that's the surface upon which we exist, that we are that surface. Our consciousness is that surface. The single surface is the imagination of God. So we have the imagination of God. We do. We have this final surface of this incredible setup. And this surface that we're experiencing here, just in the surfaces of the infinite ocean, the Reynolds dilating local area, there is a major surface. Well, the infinite ocean itself has a surface on the outside. Theoretically, but that surface can also exist on the inside. So you can have an infinite ocean with a boundary, a black dot on a white page, or a white dot on a black page. And both of them are correct. And the balance is trying to be one or the other. And from our perspective, it's settled on the smaller one. So we're the light inside the dark. So we be the light, choose to be the light, choose to be positive, choose to love God, choose to worship God, choose to have no fear at all, choose to be completely courageous, step forward into the future, be positive, and we can exist on that world, this world that floats on the surface of ice in the infinite ocean that God created for us. It's an engineering model. And so the problem I've been having, how do I cement my disc world into a reality that actually exists, that God could see, because we float on a surface that we create ourselves. The imagination of God. Be positive. I fucking mean it. Welcome to the future. Fade out.